What does perfect even mean? Is there even such a thing? Ooh.
Yes, I am having hot chocolate for breakfast. Don't judge me. Good morning. Today I wanted to take you through a little what I eat in a day, but also kind of walk through my diet style of eating, like foods that I include, like a plant-based diet rather than a 1200 calorie diet. Anyway, this morning I am starting off with a hot chocolate for 2 reasons. Number 1, I am starting Project Comeback, my fitness and lifestyle ebook designed to get you back on track in 7 weeks. And the program focuses around rebuilding healthy habits that you had, or building new healthy habits to incorporate into your healthy lifestyle. I had a ritual of having either a pre-workout or post-workout hot chocolate that I could put all of the supplements in that I wanted to be taking, mostly creatine. Let's be honest, creatine powder does not taste very good unless you mix it into something that has a little bit of flavor. Same with most adaptogens. So as I get back into committing to like rebuilding my healthy lifestyle for myself, that's one thing that I really enjoyed as part of the structure of my day. And structure is just so much more motivating to me than having no structure. But the second and bigger reason that I actually wanted to have this hot chocolate was that I have been drinking a lot more caffeine than normal lately. I've probably had about 7 cups of coffee in the last 2 weeks, which I know does not sound like a lot. Like, that's less than the average person by far, but for me, I do know that I build a tolerance to caffeine really quickly and get addicted to it really quickly, even with very small amounts of caffeine, and I don't want to get to the point where I need to have a cup of coffee in order to feel normal. I was starting to drink so much more caffeine was just that I was really enjoying the morning latte ritual, but I realized it was getting a little out of hand, and then eventually I was gonna become addicted pretty darn quickly, so I'm replacing my coffee with a hot chocolate. As the big reason I put the cordyceps elixir from SIGMATIC in my hot chocolate, because I knew that I was just gonna feel a little bit not as good today without having some caffeine. And cordyceps is an adaptogenic mushroom. Adaptogens help the body fight against stress. They like are a little buffer for the body against stress. And cordyceps specifically is really good at boosting energy levels, boosting endurance, boosting exercise performance, kind of giving you that same boost that coffee does without being an actual stimulant. And so I figured it would help kind of like ease the transition so that while I'm not having caffeine, I still get like a little bit of a boost so I don't like just crash and feel dead today. And so far it seems to be working. Like, I'm feeling pretty good. I did like literally just finish my hot chocolate, feeling good. But anyway, because of its exercise and energy boosting properties, I do highly recommend cordyceps either to incorporate as part of your like pre-workout routine. It's a really good replacement for more traditional pre-workouts. I have a whole video about why pre-workouts are like not necessarily the best thing to be taking. Cordyceps are a great replacement because they still give you that boost in endurance and exercise performance without any of the addictive properties of caffeine, and you don't have to keep taking more and more to like get an effect from it, and you don't become dependent on it. It's also really good at helping the transition away from a lot of caffeine if you're someone who, you know, you're having like 5 cups of coffee a day and can't really sleep at night, and you know that the caffeine's not helping and you want to transition away from it, but you don't feel like yourself without the caffeine. Replacing some of the caffeine with cordyceps can really help with making that shift. And if you're gonna get cordyceps, I do highly recommend SIGMATIC as a brand. They source everything impeccably. Their extraction process is to the T the correct way to do it, whereas so many brands do it incorrectly in ways that either don't get all the benefits out of the mushroom or really dilute the benefits or just destroy some of the benefits. Like, there's a lot of not good quality brands out there that actually have like grains and stuff in them, so if you're intolerant to grains or gluten, probably not a good idea. Anyway, if you're gonna get cordyceps, I recommend SIGMATIC. I will leave a link down in the description. If you use the code FITANDNERDY, you can get yourself 15% off. Check it out. Baby, you're the one for me. You were meant for me. I'm madly in love with you. So I'm off to the gym, mostly just to go scope it out today. I may do like a short workout just to see like how my body responds. But I mostly want to check in, see if my membership is unfreezable, see, you know, how safe the gym feels, if they're doing a good job cleaning everything and everything like that. My gym does seem to be very on top of things. Like, they've posted a lot about what they're doing to keep the gym really clean, and they also have an outdoor area where I could literally just do my entire workout, which is probably what I would do because that's not usually very busy. So it'd be very easy to stay like socially distant and not be inhaling other people's germs in that area. I don't want to deal with getting a virus, like that's not fun. Also don't want to give it to other people, but this last year has been so difficult health-wise and mental health-wise. Like, I can't even begin to scratch the surface. My 1-year skin update video just scratched the surface with just the health aspect of it, and mental health-wise, like, it's been a struggle, and I really do need the gym. I brought 2 different hand sanitizers and a thing of sanitizing wipes, so I'm prepared.
This woman is my destiny. She said, ooh, shut up and dance with me. Just keep your eyes on me. I said, you're holding back. She said, shut up and dance with me. This woman is my destiny. She said, ooh, shut up and dance with me.
I think that was successful. I got in a tiny little workout just with the barbell. All right, breakfast is served. I have 4 eggs scrambled with, oh, I forgot to put salt on them. I learned, or at least I think I learned, I'm not 100% positive this is true, but I'm pretty sure I learned it from Gordon Ramsay, so it's probably true. If you salt your eggs before they're like somewhat cooked, it denatures the protein a little bit, and I don't really know what that actually ends up doing, if it actually decreases the quality of the nutrition or it just doesn't taste as good, but I've tried to stop salting my eggs before I cook them. But now that I have the salt on, the eggs also have a little garlic powder, onion powder, black pepper, and nutritional yeast. I have some bacon from the farmer's market. I also have some leftover roasted cauliflower from last night for dinner. I just had a little bit left and I wanted to get some veggies on my plate, so I just heated that up and threw it on too, and I have half of an avocado. My mouth is literally watering. As much as I love oatmeal and I love my like chocolate smoothies, this is the kind of breakfast that ultimately makes me feel the absolute best, like physically. My glasses are slipping down my nose because I'm still a little sweaty. But eggs just, they give me energy, they just make me feel good, my digestion is good when I eat eggs, and overall just having a very high fat, moderate to high protein breakfast is what I know makes me feel really good throughout the day. Also, farmer's market thick cut bacon, to die for.
Thank you to the person who suggested that I save my bacon fat in a little container after I cook in it. Genius.
So I've basically just been working all day. And by basically, I mean I literally came home, made breakfast, sat in this chair, and have been working all day. So it's time for me to get up and just get some movement in, get my body to not be completely sedentary. But first, snacks. I just have a few things I want to finish up before I go for a walk. So while I do that, I'm gonna snack on a handful of blueberries, and by a handful I mean like half the carton of blueberries, and then just a smidge of almonds. I would have gotten more, but every time I reach for my almonds, I remember that these almonds that I bought are just kind of not the best almonds, but that's fine. I'm gonna have dinner soon anyway. And then I also made one of my recent absolute favorite refreshing beverages. It's a ginger lemon sparkly tea. It's been getting hotter and hotter here, and so I've been craving colder and colder fluids to consume. And this is delicious and super simple. I just chop up a thumb of ginger, stick it in a little pot, and cover it in boiling water, just enough to kind of like cover it. It usually ends up being like about a cup of boiling water, and I just let it sit. I don't turn the heat on. I just let the ginger steep for however long it takes me to remember that I'm cooking ginger. I'm pretty sure my ginger was sitting in there for like an hour and a half today. But I let it steep, cool down, and then I'll throw it in the fridge if it's not cold enough, and then I'll leave it in there for however long until I remember that I'm supposed to be doing something with it, and then I will remove it. Today I added some ice. I don't usually add some ice, but it just felt like a good thing to do. And then I'll either add the juice of like half a lemon, or I recently got some lemon spindrifts, so those have lemon juice in them already, and that's just like bubbly water plus lemon juice. Basically steeped ginger, lemon juice, bubbly water. It's so good. If I could just like make gallons of this and keep it in my fridge, I would be hydrated AF all the time. While I'm here and have you guys listening to me, I kind of want to chit chat about my diet and how I eat and the principles that I follow when picking my foods. If you've been watching my videos for a while, you've seen me experiment with a lot of different diets. But if you've been watching my videos for a while, you'll probably notice that I don't follow any specific diet. You can probably say I lean towards like paleo-esque ways of eating, but I certainly don't shy away from grains. And I definitely have my fair share of occasional soy and dairy. If I had to describe my diet, I would probably call it whole food fat-based, because I try to focus on whole unprocessed foods. And when I am building my meals, a lot of what I take into consideration is my sources of fat, because I just love fat. I thrive when I am focusing on fat. But I'm certainly not keto. Like, I love my carbs. What I try to do with my nutrition and my food choices is specifically pick foods and combinations of foods and combinations of macronutrients that I know make me feel my best physically and mentally. So maybe if you had to put a term on my diet, you'd call it the feel-good diet. I love doing my research. I have looked deeply into the science behind a lot of different diets. And here's the thing, a lot of the most common ones have their merits. A lot of them can be very, very good for certain people, but a lot of them, all of them, have potential drawbacks for certain people as well. In all my research, I have not found one diet that I would call the perfect diet or the ideal diet for all people. And this is because of a magical thing called bioindividuality. Different people process different nutrients and different food groups differently. For some people, eating much lower carb and much higher fat gives them a lot of energy. For other people, that's gonna make them feel really sluggish and not feel good, and they need a lot more carbs. I could make a well-founded scientific case for a lot of the most popular diets. I could also make a very well-founded science-based case against all of those diets. You can also make science-based cases against literally every single food group. My advice is to find the diet that works best for your body. And by diet, I don't mean pick between keto, paleo, plant-based, carnivore, or whatever. Maybe dabble in each of those. See how your body responds. See what your body responds well to and what it doesn't really seem to vibe well with. And from there, pick and choose and refine and build your diet around what makes your body feel the best. Finding out that I feel best on a higher-ish fat diet came from, I don't want to say years, just time spent tracking my calories, tracking my macros, experimenting with different things, and slowly realizing that on the days that I ate more fat, I felt better. And so as soon as I started shifting towards eating more fat in general, I was like, oh, maybe this is what I should be doing. Settling into a dogma around diets and figuring out like what works for you now and then getting stuck in that is not productive, because things may change, and what works for you really well right now might not work for you really well 5 years from now. So one of my big tips is being okay with evolving and changing your diet as your circumstances change. And so at a certain point, you have to break away from the dogma and from other people's opinions and just figure out what works for you. Because if you listen to everyone's opinions and all of the science, you'll end up eating nothing, not drinking water, not breathing the air, and end up dead. Maybe that's an extreme, but like honestly, not really. I hope that makes sense. I feel like I've been sitting here talking for a while. I should finish up my work and go for a walk. Does anyone else get stressed out trying to get things done that you don't have to get done that day, but you put it on your list in case you had time to get it done, and you don't have time to get it done, but now that it's on your list, you feel like you have to get it done or else you're a complete failure? Just me? Okay, I think it's time for me to abandon my to-do list and go for a walk. Step, 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 step. Not gonna lie, my curly hair is kind of growing on me. So for dinner, I am making a steak and noodle veggie dish. I have half a pound of hanger steak. I have these like leftover from my AIP days. I love these when I was doing AIP, and I recently rediscovered them, and I'm just like now obsessed with it again. And then I'm just gonna add a bunch of different veggies into it, so. Oh my god, you guys. One of my clients with amenorrhea just got her period back. Ah, so exciting. I should probably message her back now. Let's see how well I did with the steak. I am really bad at cooking steak. I usually overcook it because I'm scared to undercook it, but I have a feeling I undercooked it today. Fingers crossed. Ooh, I think we're good. All right, let's give this a little taste test. This is good. I definitely put in a little bit too much, I think, chili. It's kind of spicy, but maybe with a bite of steak. I've never made this before. I was totally just throwing together things that I had in my fridge. This works. One noodle steak and veggie bowl complete. I'm just gonna finish off the night with a little bit of chocolate. This is the Theo brand chocolate. I think I grabbed the, yeah, it's dark chocolate with like quinoa. I like the quinoa. I decided to pour myself a little kombucha with just a smidge of apple cider vinegar in it. Since I was so bloated when I went to my parents', I've been trying to just do the apple cider vinegar thing to see if it kind of makes a difference. I definitely feel like the bloating has mostly gone away. Maybe it's because of the apple cider vinegar. Today is day 3 of apple cider vinegar, and I forgot to drink it earlier, so drinking it now. I just showered, obviously. I'm gonna do a face mask. Just feeling like a little bit of self-care pampering tonight. I think today I'm gonna do the SIGMATIC face mask. If you don't know, SIGMATIC does have a small skincare line. They have a face mask as well as a like skin serum. Oh my god, it smells so good. Both the face mask and the skin serum are designed to also be edible. Like, the ingredients are literally so clean you can eat them, but they're also designed for you to be able to eat them. So the face mask is not only a face mask, but it's a Mexican hot chocolate. Like, you can legit mix it with water and eat it. So as this mask is from SIGMATIC, it does have a lot of adaptogens in it. It has reishi and chaga, ginseng. Now, I did write a whole ebook about adaptogens, but to be 100% honest, I have not looked into adaptogens as skincare other than Pearl, but I can say that when I use this mask, my skin feels great. I can already feel it working. I'll link the mask in the description if you want to check it out. Again, you can use the code FITNERDY to get yourself 15% off all SIGMATIC stuff, including this face mask. My face is feeling so fresh, so clean. I've taken my ashwagandha, my magnesium, and my CBD, and now I am ready for sleep. It is way past my bedtime. I hope I was able to shed a little bit of insight into how I approach food. I want to make it clear that my approach is by no means what I think everyone needs to do, because like the whole point is that you need to find your own approach. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Please share it on Facebook. Share it with your friends. If you want to see more videos from me all about health and fitness, you can check them out over here. To see future videos from me, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Hit the little notification bell so you get notified when I post a video, and I will see you very soon. Bye.